My first apartment in New York City was in Chinatown. It was under 200 square feet. I could literally touch both walls of the kitchen with my arms spread out, and somehow I thought this was normal. Now I'm trying to find an apartment in Boston, a city that I've only been to for work from 1,500 miles away, and somehow this is way harder than the apartment I found in Chinatown. But let's go back to that apartment in Chinatown. It was 2008. I had just moved to the city. I had an internship. I met a girl while interning, and we were like, let's find an apartment together. I couldn't even tell you how we found this apartment, probably on Craigslist. It was a way different time back then, but I vividly remember showing up on Forsyth and Hester, and this beefy Italian guy rolled up on a motorcycle to show us the place. It was a shoebox, and the bathroom was literally disgusting. Like, you needed a hazmat suit to be in there, but somehow we were like, let's do it. It was $700, cash under the table. I literally can't believe I lived there for the length of time that I lived there. Another vivid memory that I have is having to take out the cash at the Chase Bank on Bowery and holding the envelope like so close to my heart. I was so afraid that I was gonna get robbed or something. And I would take that envelope and give it to Mr. Fong, our landlord. He didn't even like digitally document everything. He literally wrote down that we paid, checked it off, done and dusted. That was obviously a very different version of me. And honestly, I miss her a little bit. But now the stakes are much different. My husband matched into a fellowship program at Harvard. So we are literally uprooting our 4-bedroom house here in Texas and moving everything to Boston to an apartment that we are not going to see until we get there. The criteria when I was 22 was just price and location. And I would say those things are still very important to us. I would say location is number one. We need to be close to the hospitals that my husband will be working at, but we also need to be close to our daughter's preschool. Price is important, but I would say more important right now is that we need a 3 or 4 bedroom place. We need a place not only for guests, but my husband will be working from home a lot, so we need a space for him where he will be completely unbothered by my daughter and I. Walkability will also be important, even though we will have cars with us. So that is going to be another hurdle that we'll have to somehow get over. But I also want a bathroom where, again, I won't need a hazmat suit in order to get into the tub. I will say though, out of all the things that we need to get done with this move, finding the apartment has been the most stressful. But again, if I know anything about us, we literally always figure things out. And if I could find that random little Chinatown apartment, I have faith that we will find what we need in Boston. Here's where you guys come in. If you've ever found a good rental in Boston, or if you've ever had to move into a place sight unseen, give me all your tips. I would greatly appreciate it. I feel a little lost. Again, I'm super stressed out about this, but I have faith, but I would appreciate your guys' help. Also follow along. This is part of my series called All Roads Lead to Boston. I will be sharing all the things that we're getting up to as we get ready to move, so stay tuned for more.